Hey, need something to upload. It's pretty late at night, but I have the Wii operations manual on me, so I'm just gonna read through the English section. Yeah, if you don't mind. Let's see. Maybe I should turn the light. I'm sure the computer will be good enough. Important safety information. Read the following warnings before setup or use of the Wii. This product will be used by young children. This manual should be read and explained to them by an adult. Failing to do so may cause injury. Please carefully review the instruction booklet for the game you are playing for additional health and safety information. Some people, about 1 in 4,000, may have seizures or blackouts triggered by light flashes or patterns. This may occur while they are watching TV or playing video games, even if they have never had a seizure before. Anyone who has had a seizure, loss of awareness, or other symptom linked to an epileptic condition should consult a doctor before playing a video game. Parents should watch their children play video games. Stop playing and consult a doctor if you or your child has any of the following symptoms: convulsions, muscle or eye twitching, loss of awareness, altered vision, involuntary movements, and disorientation. To reduce the likelihood of a seizure when playing video games, sit or stand as far from the screen as possible. Play video games on the smallest available television screen. Do not play if you are tired or need sleep. Play in a well-lit room. Take a 10 to 15 minute break every hour. Playing video games can make your muscles, joints, skin, or eyes hurt. Follow these instructions to avoid problems such as tendinitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, skin irritation, or eye strain. Avoid excessive play. Parents should monitor their children for appropriate play. Take a 10 to 15 minute break every hour, even if you don't think you need it. If your hands, wrists, arms, or eyes become tired or sore while playing, if you feel symptoms such as tingling, numbness, burning, or stiffness, stop and rest for several hours before playing the game again. If you continue to have any of the above symptoms or other discomfort during or after play, stop and see a doctor. To avoid electric shock when you use the system, do not use the Wii during a lightning storm. There may be a risk of electric shock from lighting. Use only the AC adapter that comes with your system. Do not use the AC adapter if it is damaged, split, or broken cords or wires. Make sure that the AC adapter cord is fully inserted into the wall outlet or extension cord. Always carefully disconnect all plugs by pulling on the plug and not on the cord. Make sure the Wii power button is turned off before removing the AC adapter cord from an outlet. Playing games can cause motion sickness in some players. If you or your child feel dizzy or nauseous when playing video games, stop playing and rest. Do not engage in other demanding activity until you feel better. The Wii console and Wii remote can emit radio waves that can affect the operation of nearby electronics, including cardiac pacemakers. Do not operate the Wii console or remote within 9 inches of a pacemaker. If you have a pacemaker or other implanted medical device, do not use the Wii console or remote without first consulting your doctor or the manufacturer of your medical device. The Wii console is a Class 1 laser product. Do not attempt to disassemble the Wii console. Refer servicing to qualified personnel only. Caution: use of controls or adjustments of procedures other than those specified herein may result in hazardous radiation exposure. Note: this product does not contain latex, This product complies with applicable laws, barring the use of toxic materials such as lead, mercury, cadmium, hexavalent chromium, PB. Oh, that's a right there. PBB or PDBE in consumer products. Components. Wii console. Power button. Press to turn the console on and off. Note, the power LED does not go out when this power is turned off. Power LED shows the status of the Wii console. Green, console power is on. Orange, standby mode. Wii Connect 24 is on. Red, standby mode. Wii Connect 24 is off. Reset. Press to restart a game. Synchro button. Sync. Used when synchronizing a Wii remote with the console. See pages 22 to 23. SD card slot. For inserting an SD memory cards. See page 32. Game disc slot. For inserting a Wii or Nintendo GameCube disc. Slot lights blue and blinks when a disc is inserted. Wii Connect 24 is set to on. The slot will blink when messages or data are received. Eject button. Press to eject a Wii or Nintendo GameCube disc. USB connectors. Connects to USB devices, such as the Wii LAN adapter, sold separately. Air vent. Do not block. Sensor bar connector. Connects to the sensor bar. AV multi-out connector. Connects to the AV cable for your television. DC input connector. Connects to the Wii AC adapter. Nintendo GameCube memory slots. For use with Nintendo GameCube memory cards. Nintendo GameCube controller sockets. For use with Nintendo GameCube controllers. Air intake. Battery cover. For access to CR Coin lithium battery CR2032. I don't know how to say that word, I'm so sorry. Material, special handling may apply. More information can be found at http having a seizure over here. http://www.dtsc.ca.gov/hazardous waste/percolate/index.cfm. Do not remove battery cover unless instructed to do so by a Nintendo customer service representative. Wii Remote. Shown with the Wii Remote jacket removed. Pointer lens. Control pad. Oh, I skipped one. Power button. Press to turn the Wii console on or off. Control pad. A button. Home button. Press to display the home menu screen. See page 64, Wii Operations Manual, Channels and Settings for more information. Minus button, plus button, speaker, 1 button, 2 button, player LEDs. Indicate which player the remote is set up for. Shown with the Wii Remote jacket installed. Note, the power button can be operated with the Wii Remote jacket in place. External extension connector. Allows connection of external accessories such as the nunchuck. Wii Remote wrist strap. See page 21 for information on wrist swap. I'm hunting rabbits. Fuck. See page 21 for information on wrist strap use. B button. Strap lock. Synchro button. Sync. Used when synchronizing a Wii Remote with the console. See pages 22 to 23. Wrist strap attachment. Wrist strap cord. Nunchuck. Control stick. C button. Z button. Nunchuck plug. Connects to the external extension connector on the Wii Remote. Connector hook. Insert the cord of the wrist strap through the hook. Lock/release levers. Squeeze levers to remove plug from Wii Remote. Note, if the control stick is moved out of neutral position when the Wii power is turned on, or when connecting to the remote, that position will be set as neutral position, causing incorrect game control during gameplay. To reset the control stick, allow it to return to the normal neutral position and simultaneously hold down the A, B, plus, and minus buttons on the remote for 3 seconds. To avoid this from occurring, do not move the control stick when turning the Wii on, plugging the nunchuck into the Wii Remote, starting channels from the Wii menu, or returning to the Wii menu from games or channels. Sensor bar plug. Plugs into the sensor bar connector on the back of the Wii console. See pages 13 to 17 for installation instructions. Sensor bar stand. See page 16 for installation instructions. Wii AC adapter. AC plug connects to 120 volt AC wall outlet. DC plug connects to the DC input connector on the back of the Wii console. Wii AV cable. AV multi-out plug plugs into the AV multi-out connector on the back of the Wii console. RCA plugs plug the AV input connectors onto a television. Video, audio left, and audio right. Wii console stand, Wii console plate. Note, the Wii console stand and Wii stand plate already come assembled together, as shown above. System setup. Wii console usage precautions. Please read and follow the precautions listed below when setting up and using the Wii console. Failure to do so may result in damage to your Wii system or accessories. Do not use any AC adapter other than the one provided with your system. The console has intake and exhaust vents designed to maintain adequate ventilation. Do not operate the console in any location where these vents may become covered or obstructed, for example, on carpet or in a tightly enclosed space. Keep vents clear of any dust or other foreign material. Do not disassemble or try to repair the Wii console, accessories, or components. Doing so voids your warranty. After you have finished playing, be sure to remove the game disc from the console. Do not store the Wii console in a humid place, on the floor, or in any location where it may collect dust, dirt, lint, etc. Do not drop, hit, or otherwise abuse the Wii console, components, or accessories. When disconnecting any plugs from the Wii console or wall outlet, first turn the Wii console off, then carefully pull the plug by itself rather than by the cord. Do not step on, sharply pull, or bend any wire or cables. Do not expose the Wii console, components, or accessories to extreme heat or cold. Do not spill any liquids on the Wii console, components, or accessories. To clean, use a soft, lightly damp cloth. Use water only. Allow to dry completely before using. Wii console placement. Note, choose a location to set up the console that has enough room to allow the free flow of the ventilation around the console. The Wii console can be placed in a vertical or horizontal position. Located in a vertical position, it should be placed on the Wii console stand. Caution, console damage. The console can be damaged if knocked over, especially if this occurs during operation of the disk drive. The Wii stand plate has been included to increase the stability of the Wii console and should be used if the console is placed in a vertical position. Vertical placement. Note these components come already assembled. They become separated. See instructions below to reattach. Attach the Wii stand plate to the bottom of the console stand by inserting the prongs into the slots as shown below. Firmly slide the stand plate down into the slots in the direction shown. Place the console stand on a flat surface and place the console into the stand. Lower the console straight down into the console stand rather than sliding it in from the front. Horizontal placement. Place the Wii console on a flat horizontal surface. Retain the Wii console stand and stand plate for future use in case you want to switch the orientation of the console. Connecting the AV cable. 1. Insert the AV multi-out plug on the Wii AV cable into the AV multi-out connector on the back of the console. Insert the RCA plugs on the Wii AV cable into the input connectors on the TV, VCR, or other audio equipment. Important: the Wii console will not work with any AV cable other than the model supplied with your Wii system or the component cable listed below. For higher quality video, the Wii component video cable can be ordered through Nintendo's website at support.nintendo.com, US Canada only, or by calling customer service at 1-800-255-3700. For ordering, make sure your TV has component and video inputs. Caution: TV screen damage. Some televisions can be damaged by the display of a stationary image because the image may be permanently burned into the screen. Playing video games with stationary images or patterns, or leaving video games on hold or pause may lead to this type of damage. When taking a break, place the game on pause and turn the TV off until you are ready to play a game. Before using your Wii system with any TV, especially front and rear projection or plasma models, be sure to review all documentation included with your TV I keep thinking my computer crashed. To find out whether video games can be played on the TV without damaging it. If in doubt, contact the manufacturer of the TV. Neither Nintendo nor any of Nintendo's licensees will be liable for the damage to any of your TVs. Sensor bar setup. Connecting the sensor bar. Insert the sensor bar plug into the sensor bar connector on the back of the console. Placing the sensor bar. The sensor bar can be placed either below or above the TV screen. See page 14 for instructions on mounting the sensor bar to the top of the TV. See page 15 for instructions on mounting the sensor bar below the screen. Mounting the sensor bar above the screen. Remove the protective film from the foam pads on the bottom of the sensor bar. For additional stability, you can add adhesive-backed foam tape from the supplied sheet. Mount the sensor bar to the top of the TV. The front of the sensor bar should be aligned close to the front of the TV. The center of the sensor bar should now be aligned with the center of the TV. Mounting the sensor bar below the screen. Remove the protective film from the foam pads on the bottom of the sensor bar. For additional stability, you can add adhesive-backed foam tape from the supplied sheet. Mount the sensor bar to the front edge of the surface the TV is sitting on. Do not place the sensor bar below the surface that the TV is sitting on, for example, on shelves below the TV. The front of the sensor bar should be aligned with the front of the surface the TV is sitting on. The center of the sensor bar should be aligned with the center of the TV. Using the sensor bar stand. Remove the protective film from the foam pads at the bottom of the sensor bar stand. For additional stability, you can add adhesive-backed foam tape from the supplied sheet. These can be applied to both the top and the bottom of the stand. If you are using the extra foam tape, remove the protective film from the piece on top of the sensor bar stand. Attach the sensor bar stand to the sensor bar, aligning the pegs on the stand with the holes in the bottom of the sensor bar. Mount the TV sensor bar stand to the front edge of the surface the TV is sitting on, or to the top of the TV. Do not place the sensor bar stand below the surface the TV is sitting on, for example, on shelves below the TV. Be sure to align the sensor bar with the center of the TV and align the front of the sensor bar with the front edge of the TV or with the front edge of the surface that the TV is sitting on. The sensor bar can also be used on top of the TV if part of the TV blocks or prevents proper installation of the sensor bar. Make sure the sensor bar is horizontal and is not blocked by the TV. Sensor bar cable position. If desired, the sensor bar cable can be fed through a channel on the bottom of the sensor bar to orient the cable to the left or the right. Wii AC adapter. Insert the DC plug on the Wii AC adapter cord into the DC input connector on the back of the console. Insert the AC plug into a 120 volt AC wall outlet. Make sure the power is off, the power LED is red when unplugging the AC adapter. Caution: to prevent electrical shock, match the wide blade of the plug to the wide slot and fully insert into the outlet. TV and audio video settings. After you've completed all the steps of the setup procedure and are ready to use the Wii system, you will need to select the appropriate input select setting for your TV, VCR, or other audio equipment. Turn on the power for your TV and any audio equipment connected to your gameplay setup and power on the Wii console. Select the correct input setting for you. See input selection information on the right. The Wii menu, see below, should appear on the TV screen. See the Wii menu section of the operations manual, channels, and settings for more information on this feature. If the Wii menu screen does not appear, make sure your input setting is correct and review the troubleshooting section on pages 33 to 34. Input selection information. The input select allows you to switch between the different inputs on your TV or VCR. Manufacturers of the TVs or VCRs use different names and locations for input select. The common names for the input select are input select, line in, source, in, ext, and AUX. Consult your TV or VCR instruction manual for details. Note: more information on input select is available on our website at support.nintendo.com/consumer/inputselect.html. Locate the input select for the component that the Wii AV cable is connected to, either the TV or VCR. The most common locations for the input select are a button on the front of the TV, a button on the remote control, a high numbered or low numbered channel, 92, 99, 0, or 02, the TV or VCR, or an on-screen menu selection. Setup of the Wii Remote. The Wii Remote comes with the Wii Remote Jacket installed. Be sure that the Wii Remote Jacket is installed during gameplay to reduce the risk of harm to the remote, surrounding objects, or people. It may be necessary to remove the Wii Remote Jacket, for example, to replace the batteries in the Wii Remote. If you do remove the Wii Remote Jacket, be sure to replace it before further play. Installing batteries. The Wii Remote uses AA batteries. Nintendo recommends high-quality alkaline batteries for best performance and longevity of life. If you use rechargeable nickel hydride NIM batteries, be sure to follow the manufacturer's guidelines for safety and proper usage. Leakage of battery acid can cause personal injury as well as damage to your remote. If battery leakage occurs, thoroughly wash the affected skin and clothes. Keep battery acid away from your eyes and mouth. Leaking batteries may make popping sounds. To avoid battery leakage, do not mix new and used batteries. Replace batteries at the same time. Do not use different brands of batteries. Nintendo recommends alkaline batteries. Do not use lithium-ion, nickel-cadmium, or carbon-zinc batteries. Do not leave batteries in the remote for long periods of non-use. Do not recharge alkaline or non-rechargeable batteries. Do not put the batteries in backwards. Make sure that the positive, plus, and negative, minus ends are facing in the correct directions. Insert the negative end first. When removing batteries, remove the positive end first. Do not use damaged, deformed, or leaking batteries. Do not dispose of batteries in a fire. See page 20 for instructions on removing the Wii Remote Jacket and installing batteries. Installing batteries, continued. 1. Pull the Wii Remote Jacket off the base of the Wii Remote and pull the wrist strap out of the hole in the bottom of the jacket. 2. Pull the jacket up to the remote far enough to expose the entire battery door and remove the door. 3. Insert the batteries into the battery chamber. Be sure to insert the minus end first when inserting new batteries and remove the plus end first when replacing the batteries. 4. Replace the battery cover, thread the wrist strap through the hole in the bottom of the jacket, and pull the jacket back over the bottom of the remote. 5. If you remove the jacket from the remote, replace it by inserting the top of the remote into the large hole on the front of the jacket. Be sure to push it all the way into the inside of the jacket. 6. Thread the wrist strap through the hole in the bottom of the jacket as shown in step 4 above. 7. Insert the connector cover into the external extension controller on the bottom of the remote. Note: battery life can be checked by pressing the home button. See pages 64 to 65, Wii Operations Manual, Channels and Settings for more information. Caution: use the wrist strap. Wii gameplay with the Wii Remote can involve rapid or vigorous motion. Please use the wrist strap to prevent losing your grip on the remote and causing damage to the remote or surrounding objects or injury to other people. Wear the wrist strap when using the Wii Remote. Make sure all players use the wrist strap and that the strap lock is correctly tightened. When sharing the Wii Remote between multiple players, make sure each person uses the wrist strap properly. Wearing the wrist strap will prevent you from accidentally dropping or throwing the remote during gameplay, which could damage the remote or surrounding objects or cause injury to other people. Do not let go of the remote during gameplay. Read the instruction booklet for the game you are playing and follow all game control instructions for correct use of the Wii Remote or accessory controllers. Hold the Wii Remote securely and avoid excessive motion, as it may cause you to let go of the Wii Remote and may break the wrist strap. If your hands become moist, stop and dry your hands. Allow adequate room around you during gameplay. Stay at least 3 feet away from the television. As you may move around during gameplay, make sure objects and other people are out of your range of movement or arm position to prevent damage and injury. Wearing the Wii Remote wrist strap. 1. Open the lever on the strap lock and place your hand through the wrist strap. Hold the remote firmly in your hand. 2. Slide the strap lock up so the strap will not fall off your wrist. Do not over-tighten the strap lock so that it's uncomfortable. It should be just tight enough to hold the wrist strap in place. Close the lever to lock the wrist strap in place. Synchronizing your Wii Remote with the console. This procedure allows the remote to communicate with the console. The Wii Remote included with your Wii system has been synchronized with the console at the factory. There are 2 different modes of syncing a Wii Remote to your console. Standard mode. Standard mode procedure is used when adding additional Wii Remotes to your system, or if you want to resynchronize your original remote. When synchronized, the remote will stay synced to the console unless you overwrite the setting by syncing the remote to a different console. One-time mode. This mode allows you to temporarily use your Wii Remote on a console other than your own or to use a friend's remote on your console. It does not delete the standard mode settings stored in the remote. In this mode, the remote will only communicate with the console while the power is on. When the power is turned off, the remote will lose its sync with the console. Only a Wii Remote in standard mode can turn the power on or off. Standard mode synchronization. Note: make sure you have placed batteries in the Wii Remote. 1. Press the power button on the Wii console to turn it on. 2. Remove the battery cover on the back of the remote. Press and release the sync button inside the cover. The player LEDs will blink. 3. Open the SD card slot cover on the front of the Wii console. Press and release the sync button on the inside of the compartment. 4. When the player LED blinking stops, connection is complete. The LED that is illuminated indicates the player number. This procedure must be followed for each additional Wii Remote added to your system. One-time mode synchronization. Note: this mode temporarily removes the standard mode synchronization setup for all remotes until the power for the Wii console is turned off. When the power is turned back on again, the standard mode settings will return. 1. Press the home button on a Wii Remote that is synchronized with the console. 2. Select the Wii Remote Settings option from the Home menu button and select the Reconnect option. 3. Press the 1 and 2 buttons simultaneously on the remote which you want to synchronize with the console. The order in which you synchronize the remotes will set the player order for multiplayer games. 4. The player LEDs will blink during the syncing process. When the blinking, I keep saying blinking. When the blinking stops, the connection is complete. See diagram at right for description of what the blinking indicates. During the syncing process, the number of LEDs that blink will show the battery life of the remote that is being synchronized. After the syncing process, the LED that is lit shows the player number for that remote. Note: one-time mode synchronization is temporary. The Wii Remote will lose the synchronization under the following conditions. When you turn off the console by pressing power button on either the remote or the console, when starting up a game or channel from the Wii menu, when returning to the Wii menu after exiting from a game or channel, when you select reset on the home menu screen, when you press reset on the front of the console. Important: if your remote loses synchronization with the console and you are unable to resync it, review the Wii Remote troubleshooting procedures on page 34. Playing a Wii or Nintendo GameCube disc. Before inserting a disc, turn on the power for your TV and any audio equipment connected to Gameplay Setup. Select the correct input setting for your TV. See page 18, TV and audio/video settings. Insert a game disc. Insert your game disc into the game disc slot on the front of the console. The Wii console will turn on automatically. If your console is placed vertically, the label will face to the right. If your console is placed horizontally, the label will face upwards. Starting the game. Using the Wii Remote, move the cursor over the disc channel option on the Wii menu screen and press the A button to make a selection. Note: please read the disc channel section in the operations manual included with your Wii system for complete information on using game discs in the Wii console. 2. Select play on the game title screen to begin the game. Review the instruction booklet for the game you are playing for specific information. Game disc usage precautions. Please read and follow the precautions listed below when using Wii or GameCube game discs in the Wii console. Failure to do so may result in damage to your Wii system or game discs. To avoid pinching your finger, do not load the disc with your finger in the hole. Always handle the disc by the edges. Do not touch the bottom unprinted surface of the game disc. Always handle the disc by the edges. Do not use cracked, deformed, or repaired discs. Do not bend or put excessive pressure on discs when loading into console. Do not leave discs in direct sunlight or expose them to high temperatures, high humidity, or dust, dirt, or other contaminants. When not using discs, store them in their cases to prevent them from getting scratched, dirty, or damaged. Do not write on or place stickers on any part of the disc. If a disc becomes dirty or contaminated with fingerprints, the system may not be able to read the game data correctly. If necessary, clean the disc with a soft, slightly damp cotton cloth. Use water only. Clean the disc from the center towards the edges. Do not use a circular motion. Note: a GameCube controller is required for playing GameCube. For best results when using the Wii system, follow these recommendations. Recommended distance: 3 feet to 10 feet, from sensor bar to Wii Remote. For best operation, play directly in front of the TV. Caution: adequate space required. Be sure you have enough space around you during gameplay. To avoid injury or damage, make sure that other people or objects are not within your range of motion. For best use of the Wii Remote, follow these guidelines. Avoid blocking the signal between the remote, the sensor bar, and the Wii console with objects. Use the remote the correct distance from the sensor bar. The optimal distance is between 3 to 10 feet. Avoid bright light sources, including sunlight behind or near the TV, shining towards the remote or reflecting off the screen. Avoid highly reflective surfaces near the sensor bar. Avoid sources of infrared light during gameplay areas, such as electric, propane, or kerosene heaters, flames from fireplaces or candles, or stoves or other sources of heat. If the remote seems to operate erratically, check and adjust sensor bar sensitivity if necessary. See page 52 in the Wii Operations Manual, Channels and Settings. Be sure to read the following pages on using the Wii Remote, Nunchuck, and Nintendo GameCube controllers before using the Wii system. Using the Wii Remote. Wii Remote configurations. Depending on the game, the way you hold and operate the Wii Remote will vary. You may need to hold the remote in either one or two hands. Read the instruction booklet for the game you are playing for information on what kind of game control is required for that game. The remote can be used by itself or in different configurations when hooked up to Wii accessories. These configurations can be used right or left-handed. Wii Remote vertical position, Wii Remote horizontal position, Wii Remote and Nunchuck, Wii Remote and Classic Controller, sold separately. Basic operations. Point at the TV, point at the remote at a specific place on the TV screen. Waving, wave the Wii Remote back and forth from side to side. Holding or grabbing, point the remote at a specific place on the TV screen and move the remote while holding down a button. Pushing or pulling, move the remote forward and backward, or twisting. Move the remote in a twisting motion by rotating your arm. Using the Nunchuck. Setup and use of the Nunchuck. Caution, use the wrist strap. Wii gameplay with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck can involve rapid or vigorous motion. Please use the wrist strap to prevent losing your grip on the remote and causing damage to the remote and surrounding objects, or injury to other people. Be sure to install the Nunchuck as described. Use the connector hook on the Nunchuck plug with the wrist strap cord to prevent the Nunchuck from becoming separated from the external extension connector on the remote and striking objects or people. Connecting the Nunchuck. 1. Feed the cord on the wrist strap through the connector hook. 2. Insert the Nunchuck plug into the external extension controller on the bottom of the remote until it clicks into place. 3. Open the lever on the strap lock and place your hand through the wrist strap. Hold the remote firmly in your hand. Slide the strap. Having a stroke over here. Slide the strap. Slide the strap. Okay. Gotta crack the neck real quick. Slide the strap lock up so that the strap will not fall off your wrist. Do not over tighten the strap lock so it's uncomfortable. It should be just tight enough to hold the wrist strap in place. Close the lever to lock the strap lock into place. Holding the Wii Remote in Nunchuck style. Important, make sure the wrist strap cord runs through the connector hook. Disconnecting the Nunchuck. Press the lock-release levers on the side of the Nunchuck plug and pull the plug straight out of the external extension controller on the bottom of the Wii Remote. Lock-release levers. Squeeze levers to remove plug from Wii Remote. Using Nintendo GameCube controllers. Setup of Nintendo GameCube controllers. Note, when using GameCube controllers with the Wii console, be sure to use the stand plate to help prevent the console from being tipped over by pulling on the controller cable. See at page 11, vertical placement. Optionally, the console can be placed horizontally when using GameCube control. Ooh. And I gotta take a sip of my soda. Good soda. Optionally, the console can be placed horizontally. When using GameCube controllers in the horizontal position, the controller socket cover can be removed to allow the console to lay flat. See page 31 for instructions on removing the cover. Connecting GameCube controllers. Note, GameCube controllers only work when playing GameCube games on the Wii console. Plug the controllers into the GameCube controller sockets on the side of the console. Review the instruction booklet for the game you are playing and for the number and position of controllers required for that specific game. The Wii Classic controller does not work with GameCube games. Use the Wii stand plate when using GameCube controllers to prevent the console from tipping over. Removing the console control. Removing the controller socket cover. If you are using the Wii Remote in a horizontal position, you must remove the controller socket cover when using GameCube controllers to allow the console to lay completely flat. Ooh. 1. Stand the console upright as shown and squeeze gently until you feel a slight click. 2. Remove the cover by pulling straight up out of the console. 3. The cover can be replaced by reinserting the cover straight down into the console until it clicks into place. Note, the GameCube memory card slot can be removed with the same procedure and should be removed if you are using GameCube memory cards when the Wii console is placed horizontally. Using memory cards. Using SD memory cards. SD cards are used in many digital cameras and cell phones for data storage on PCs. The Wii console only accepts SD memory cards, including mini SD and micro SD when used with their respective adapters. An SD memory card can be used to store the following data from the Wii system memory. Game save information from Wii games. Depending on the game, some information cannot be copied to SD cards. Certain data from the Wii channel applications. Games downloaded through the Wii Shop channel, such as Virtual Console and compatible and WiiWare games. Add-on content downloaded within a game. See pages 40 to 42 in the Wii Operations Manual, Channels and Settings for details on data management with SD cards. Note, games and add-on content copied to an SD card cannot be used with a different Wii console. To use an SD card, open the SD card slot cover on the front of the console and insert the SD card. Note, label its faces towards the Wii game disc slot. If purchasing a new SD card, a list of cards that have been tested to work with the Wii console can be found in the Wii Systems and Accessories section of http://support.nintendo.com. Using GameCube memory cards. Note, Nintendo GameCube memory cards can only be used to save game information for Nintendo GameCube game discs. To use a Nintendo GameCube memory card, open the slot cover and insert the memory card as shown below. Note, the label faces towards the top or the right side of the Wii console. Caution, do not insert or remove memory cards when writing or reading information to or from the card or initializing the card. Doing so may damage the Wii console or memory card or permanently destroy data. Troubleshooting. Before seeking assistance, review the following problems and solutions. No picture on screen. Make sure you have completed all steps in the order that they appear on the quick setup sheet included with your system. Make sure that all components of your system are plugged into power outlets and that all components are turned on. Make sure that cable connections are correctly installed and that all plugs are securely plugged into... Wow, that's reductive. And that all plugs are securely plugged into the appropriate connectors. Make sure that the input settings are correct for your particular setup. Review page 18 on input selection information. No sound heard or sound quality is poor. Make sure the TV volume is not turned off or muted. Make sure that all audio connectors are correctly installed and that all plugs are securely plugged into the appropriate connectors. Make sure the Wii AV cable is plugged into the input connectors on the TV or VCR, not the output connectors. Make sure that the input settings are correct for your particular setup. Review page 18 on input select information. The sound in some games doesn't begin until the game begins. The sound on some games doesn't begin. Okay. You have a mono TV or VCR and have left one of the audio cables unconnected, you may not get all game sounds. Use a Y adapter to get both left and right sound channels. If your TV or VCR has both mono and stereo options, make sure it is set to match your setup. Check the instruction booklet for the game you are playing to see if there are volume controls or mono stereo options that can be set within the game. The console power LED does not come on or goes off during gameplay. Make sure that the AC adapter is plugged into both the wall outlet and the back of the console. If If the light is still off, disconnect the AC adapter plug from the wall outlet, wait 2 minutes, and plug it back into the outlet. Turn the console power on. System unable to read disk or game disk will not operate in console. Note, game disks will not start automatically. You must start game disks from the disk channel on the channel menu screen. Make sure the disk is inserted correctly. The label side of the disk must face to the right if the Wii is set up vertically, or must face up if the Wii is set up horizontally. Check to be sure that the game disc is clean and in good condition. If dirty, wipe with a sloth. Wipe with a sloth. Ugh. I'm my own boss and I'm hating this one. Wipe with a soft cloth from the center to the outside. Do not wipe with a circular motion. Eject the game disc and turn the power off and then on. Reinsert the disc and try playing the game again. Check that the game disc will work on your version of the Wii. This system will only work with game discs made for the USA, Canada, Mexico, and Latin America. Game disc slot does not light blue or lights briefly. This is normal operation of the game disc slot. The slot only lights temporarily when the system is turned on by A, inserting a game disc, B, using the power button on the Wii Remote, or C, using the power button on the Wii console. The game disc slot will also light temporarily if you receive a message via Wii Connect 24. This feature must be turned on to receive messages. See page 62 in the Wii Operations Manual, Channels and Settings for more information. Wii Remote lights blink, but don't stay lit. Remote does not sync. Review the sensor bar setup instructions in this manual to ensure proper placement. Make sure batteries are not depleted. Try resetting the Wii Remote. Remove the batteries, wait 1 minute, and then replace the batteries. Wait for a few seconds, and then try synchronizing the remote again. If you are unable to resync the remote, try the following procedure. 1. Turn the power of the Wii console with the power button off, with the button in front of the console. Unplug the power cord from the wall outlet for a few seconds, then plug it back in again. Turn on the power for the console. You see the health and safety screen, press and hold the synchro button on the Wii console for 15 seconds. This will clear any sync information left on the console. Synchronize your Wii remotes using the procedure on page 22. Wii remote or controller accessory buttons stick. Clean sticking buttons by using the following procedure. With the Wii remote, remove batteries and disconnect any accessories before cleaning. Use an unused toothbrush and hot tap water. Do not use boiling water, soap, or detergent. Dip the toothbrush in hot water and shake off excess amount. Lightly scrub sticking buttons, working the bristles around the sides of the buttons and into cracks. Dry controller with soft cloth. Just gonna drink my soda again. Good soda. Dry controller with a soft cloth or towel and let it air dry for at least 2 hours. Test buttons and repeat procedure if necessary. Do not submerge in or pour any type of liquid onto a controller or accessory. Wii Remote doesn't properly respond to player motion. Erratic hand cursor, can't swing back, can't bowl, etc. If the lights on your remote blink but do not stay lit, see the first troubleshooting step on this page, at left. Review sensor bar setup instructions in this manual to ensure proper placement. Make sure no objects are blocking the signals between the sensor bar, the Wii console, and the Wii Remote. Make sure the batteries are not depleted. Use the sensor bar stand if the sensor bar is located below under the TV. Check and adjust the sensor bar sensitivity if necessary. See page 52 in the Wii Operations Manual, Channels and Settings. The following conditions can interfere with operation of the remote. Using the remote too close or too far from the sensor bar. The optimal distance is between 3 and 10 feet. 2. Bring light sources, including sunlight, behind or near the TV, shine towards the remote or reflecting off the screen. Highly reflective surfaces near the sensor bar. Sources of infrared light in the gameplay area, such as electric, propane, or kerosene heaters, flames from fireplaces or candles, and stoves or other sources of heat. Radio frequency can. Radio frequency. There's a reason I'm not an ASMR channel. Radio frequency interference may cause the Wii Remote to work erratically. Check for and move or turn off wireless devices such as cordless phones, wireless computer keyboards, or mice or other similar devices. If you think any of these conditions are affecting the operation of the remote, try removing or reducing the source of the interference. Can't get past the language select screen. Synchronize your Wii remotes using the procedure on page 22. Review the sensor bar setup instructions on page 13 to 16 to ensure proper placement. If your Wii system does not operate correctly after trying the troubleshooting steps, do not return the console to the store. You'll lose saved game data and all Wii Shop channel downloads and Wii points. Visit support.nintendo.com for assistance and additional troubleshooting and repair options, or call 1-800-255-3700. And now we're at the boring bit. Regulations for equipment use in USA and Canada. FCC and Industry Canada information. In order to comply with FCC radio frequency exposure guidelines for an uncontrolled exposure, this device and its antenna must not be co-located or operating in conjunction with any other antenna and transmitter. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules and RS 2110 of Industry Canada. Operation is subject to two following conditions. 1. This device may not cause harmful interference, and 2. This device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. Changes or modifications not expressly approved by the manufacturer could void the user's authority to operate this device. Note, this equipment has been tested and found to comply with the limits for a Class B digital device pursuant to the Part 15 of FCC rules. These limits are designed to provide reasonable protection against harmful interference in a residential installation. This equipment generates, uses, and can radiate radio frequency energy and, if not installed and used in accordance with instructions, may cause I thought the PC crashed again. May cause harmful interference to radio communications. However, there is no guarantee that interference will not occur in a particular installation. If this equipment does cause harmful interference to radio or television reception, which can be determined by turning the equipment off and on, the user is encouraged to try and correct the interference by one or more of the following measures. Reorient or relocate the receiving antenna, increase the separation between the equipment and the receiver, connect the equipment to an out. Throat is getting dry. Soda. Connect the equipment to an outlet or on a circuit different from that which the receiver is connected. Consult the dealer or an experienced TV/radio technician, or call Nintendo Consumer Service at 1-800-255-3700 for assistance. The user may find the following booklet prepared by the Federal Communications Commission helpful: How to Identify and Resolve Radio TV Interference Problems. This booklet is available from the U.S. Government Printing Office, Washington, D.C., 20402, stock number 00400000345-4. The term IC before the certification registration number only signifies that the Industry Canada technical specifications were met. Yeah, I can read the warranty information. Warranty and service information. Oh my... I just peaked the mic. Holy shit. Oh. I peaked the mic by coughing. That's gonna be rude for anybody who's falling asleep to that. I am so sorry if I just woke you up. You may need only simple instructions to correct a problem with your product. Try our website at support.nintendo.com or call our consumer assistance hotline at 1-800-255-3700 rather than going to your retailer. Hours of operation are 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Time, Monday through Sunday, time subject to change. If the problem cannot be resolved within the troubleshooting information available online or over the telephone, you'll be offered express factory service through Nintendo. Please do not send any products to Nintendo without contacting us first. Oh hey, my phone just went off. It's Nintendo. They're suing me. Ooh, soda. Hardware warranty. Nintendo of America Inc. Nintendo warrants to the original purchaser that the hardware product shall be free from defects in material and workmanship for 12 months from the date of purchase. If a defect covered by this warranty occurs during the warranty period, Nintendo will repair or replace the defective hardware product or component free of charge. Asterisk. Where is the asterisk? The original purchaser is entitled to this warranty only if the date of purchase is registered at point of sale or the consumer can demonstrate to Nintendo satisfaction that the product was purchased within the last 12 months. Game and accessory warranty. Nintendo warrants the original purchaser that the product, games, and accessories shall be free from defects in material and workmanship for a period of 3 months from the date of purchase. If a defect covered by this warranty occurs during this 3-month warranty period, Nintendo will repair or replace the defective product free of charge. Oh, there's the asterisk. In some cases, it may be necessary for you to ship the complete product, freight prepaid and insured for loss or damage to Nintendo. Please do not send any products to Nintendo without contacting us first. Service after expiration of warranty. Please try our website at support.nintendo.com. Call the Consumer Assistance Hotline at 1-800-255-3700 for troubleshooting information and repair or replacement options and pricing. Warranty limitations. The warranty shall not apply to this if this product A is used with products not sold or licensed by Nintendo, including but not limited to non-licensed game enhancement and copier devices, adapters, and power supplies. B is used for commercial purposes, including rental. C is modified or tampered with. D is damaged by negligence, accident, or unreasonable use, or other causes unrelated to defective materials or workmanship. Or E has had the serial number altered, defaced, or removed. Any applicable implied warranties, including warranties of merchantability and fitness for a particular purpose, are hereby limited in the duration to the warranty periods described above, 12 months to 3 months, as applicable. In no event shall Nintendo be held liable for consequential or incidental damages resulting from the breach of any implied or expressed warranties. Some states do not allow limitations on how long an implied warranty lasts or exclusion of consequential or incidental damages, so above limitations may not apply to you. This warranty gives you specific legal rights. You may also have other rights which vary from state to state or province to province. Nintendo's address is Nintendo of America Inc., P.O. Box 957, Redmond, Washington 98073, 0957, USA. This warranty is only valid in the United States and America. Revision Q. Unlicensed accessories do not attach unlicensed. I'm having a stroke up here. Unlicensed. It's a lot of sounds. Ugh. Unlicensed accessories to the Wii Remote, as the use of unlicensed accessories may lead to injury to yourself or others, may cause performance issues and or damage to the system. Use of any such unlicensed accessories will invalidate your Nintendo product warranty. And just like that, the entire thing read through. I hope you enjoyed
me reading that for an hour and messing up multiple times. Have a good day, I guess. Bye.